So it begins, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so I've already mentioned this in another video I recorded prior to this, but this will be going up first because I was going to record, well, I'll get through this first. Yeah, I'm playing Shadow the Hedgehog against the masses, that is. I probably have this too loud. Nope, hopefully. But against the masses of the world that hate this game, I don't. I'm not saying it's a great game. I don't think I could defend the game that much. Well, I don't think I could defend any game that much. Maybe one exception, but I just don't hate the game. I've been playing it since 2006. I didn't pay for it. It was a gift. So just don't hate it. I admit it's not a good game. Probably a bad game. And the experience I've had with it hasn't been bad. Mostly. Go back to what I was saying, I'm recording this on the PS2. I mentioned in the Wrath Cortex playthrough that, well, no, it's currently going up, that I can't record my PS2. Well, I couldn't record my PS2, but due to a bit of bodging the bodge, don't know what that means, I managed to get the PS2 working on my capture card, which actually increased the frame rate, I think. I don't know what it's meant to be, but on the playback on some games it goes to 50. It looks a lot smoother on my TV, which is good. Although the graphics in this game are just ugly to begin with. Yeah, I was originally recording a Lego Star Wars video game that was meant to be the first PS2 game that was going to go off on the channel, but about an hour and 20 minutes in, the game decided to stop working. I thought, okay, perhaps because the PS2 wasn't balanced properly. I have the slim model, not the thick model. And what happened was I thought, okay, I might just have to... So I just paused recording there. I got about the first 8 parts ready for the channel. Well, I need to edit 6 of them. Paused it. Thought, okay, then I went back to just redo the level off screen, the one I'd already recorded, but froze at the end. But what had ended up happening was just the disc went. After 13 years, that disc went. So I'm going to play this instead because I've got a very limited PS2 library that I have any familiarity with, and a very limited PS2 library to begin with. I can record a load of different Sonic games. But this is, like I said, the one I've done. I could record the first one because I have the Mega Collection Plus. I could record a lot of the Genesis or the Game Gear ones, but I don't really have the time or the patience nor the skills just to do all that in one go. So the first 2 are off the cards, and I don't really feel like starting with number 3. So, Shadow the Hedgehog it is. I should say this now, I have probably way too much experience with this game. Namely, I counted how many times I finished it. It clocked into 35. At least 35.
Why does that name haunt me?
Because I may have backtracked over at least 1 or 2 of these. I'll be honest, I'm going to record 1 playthrough on this, and if I don't find the qualities looking good,
Maria!
I will just redo it.
Who am I?
On the Xbox. It's on the Xbox version as well. I'm using the PS2 version because
Who is this Maria?
I have more familiarity with this one, and I only have to do this 5 times instead of having to record it 10 times. Because I already have the last story. I've beaten the game once in the last story. Done full playthrough through 35 times. I remember actually when I got this game, it must have been 2006. Could have been actually really late 2005. I can't remember.
I don't have time for
this was only my 2nd Sonic game. My first was Sonic Advance 3. Honestly, I don't mind the CGI. The CGI looks decent for 2016, in my opinion.
Who are you, and how do you know I'm Shadow? And what are you talking about?
Students are there to glorified projectile.
Just what was that all about? If he says he knows the truth about
This
who
is,
I am...
I know I agree with a lot of people when they say this is the worst game. I, however, just enjoy it. Probably because this is my first console Sonic game. Like I said, the only experience I'd had prior to this was Advance 3 on Game Boy, and a single mission playthrough. And probably not even that of Sonic Advance 2 at a friend's. He's not my friend anymore, it's been like a decade. At least a decade actually. Westopolis, prepare to see this 5 times, because there are 5 versions you're going to see of this. There's going to be the neutral pathway, which means I'm just going to point A to point B. Then there'll be the villain and the hero, so I'll be doing all the villain, I'll be doing all the hero. Then there'll just be the, I'm doing the anti-hero and the anti-villain. I don't know if there's such a thing as anti-villain.
Promise time, huh? Well then, time to go and fulfill this promise.
I just got a whole bunch of random controls. I did a bit of playing through the other day. So I can see that slowdown.
Men.
I'm not here to kill anyone.
Looks like these black creatures really mean business. Let's you and me show them a thing or two. I repeat. Hey, Shadow! That's one of the Chaos Emeralds. That Chaos Emerald you can unlock.
I don't really know what to say, because a lot of people just beat this game to the ground, so I don't know what more I can say. Other than the fact that I don't 100% hate the game. I hate certain aspects. When if you want to do one story, a couple of story routes, it doesn't always make sense. I would love to play that story route, but I'm just going to do 5. I might do a 6, just to show you the story route I want to do, and like show you how messed up the continuity can be. Like I said, I might do it. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, those. That can happen.
I can use those gun defense robots to get past here.
I know a lot of people say that the gun gameplay is the best way to go about it, but I'm not sure if it's just because I'm not sure if it's just because I've got a lot of experience with the game, but I find the homing attack isn't the worst. It can be clunky, but I don't think it's the worst I've ever seen in my life. There's a lot. Again, playing this PlayStation 2 version. I do own the Xbox version because before I could get my PS2 working, I just wanted the Xbox version. That one does have shorter loading times. I think at the same time it's just not got as much, what's the word? I don't have as many memories with it. I do have all the keys and missions. I honestly think I've probably run any credibility I'm ever going to have into the ground by the fact that I've successfully completed the game 25 times. I don't know that I admitted openly that I don't hate it. Just fucking up everything.
Behold the ultimate power.
That's correct.
I found it. The second Chaos Emerald.
Oh, I didn't go under there.
Once I find all of the emeralds, then I'll find the truth.
I probably screwed that up. Oh, and I got the A rank. There's only like 3 missions that I've just got A ranks on everything, and it's this one and 2 of the stage 2 ones. Personal experience wise, as I've mentioned, beating a dead horse when I mention it, I just don't hate the game. A lot of memories with it. It kept me past I'm not the type of guy who'll go and buy like every new game that came out. In fact, I think one thing about me is like, if I enjoy a game, I will stick with it. I will
and every city
just play
is
everything I can. Like
damage
same
and
with like
casualties.
such as Assassin's
Among
Creed.
them,
And back in 2006, I think the only games I had
due to its weakened defense
were
system.
Crash Bandicoot Tag
Downtown
Team Racing,
Westopolis has been almost
Buzz the Music
completely
Quiz,
destroyed.
WRC 3,
Have also reported seeing
yeah,
a black
WRC
hedgehog
3,
in Westopolis.
whatever the hell that game
Shadow?
was. Mess it was.
Deploy
Never
the
liked it.
troops now, and if you find Shadow
did
with
I
the
mention
black
Lego Star Wars video
aliens,
game?
then kill them all.
But
and
sir,
this.
isn't Shadow on
So there
our
wasn't
side?
a lot of
gave you an
variety for
order,
me to play.
soldier. He's evil and he's the enemy.
Probably because I was just more focused on
You can't
Crash
fool me,
Bandicoot Tag Team
Shadow.
Racing
This
than
time,
anything else.
you're mine.